Foremost on Trump's mind at all times was re-election. One example, says Bolton, the president asking China's President Xi to buy soybeans and wheat to help win the support of farmers, quote, pleading with Xi to ensure he'd win.
Man, that is wild. According to Bolton, Trump's shady dealings with other countries went far beyond Ukraine. He was promising to personally kill any investigations into Turkish companies, and he was begging China to help him win re-election. And you know, that's not just corrupt, it's also really embarrassing. Because Bolton's book makes Trump sound less like a president and more like a crackhead who's out of cash. Come on, Xi, just help me get one more term. Just give me one more term, and I'll suck your did I tell you about my electoral college victory? So strong. Now remember, John Bolton is not some lefty hero of the resistance. No, he's a Republican through and through. He worked with George W. Bush and his father and Ronald Reagan. He also ran a major GOP super PAC, and he was a paid commentator on Fox News. So he's as Republican as an assault rifle giving a lecture on trickle-down economics. So Bolton revealing these things about Trump should at least spark some concern, because not only does he accuse Trump of abusing the presidency to keep himself in power, but it turns out Trump might be even more ignorant than we thought.
Bolton paints a picture of a highly uninformed and impulsive president. In excerpts of his book, The Room Where It Happened, Bolton says President Trump did not know Britain was a nuclear power and asked if Finland was part of Russia.
Sweet Lord. How do you become the president of the United States without knowing if Finland is its own country? I mean, I don't expect much from Trump, but if he doesn't even know about the white countries, then what chance does Papua New Guinea have? So, it's not a surprise that there's a lot of stuff that Trump doesn't know. But don't let that fool you into thinking that he doesn't know what he's doing. Because in the book, Bolton also reveals how one shocking moment from Trump's presidency was actually a carefully thought out plan.
In November of 2018, Trump came under fire for writing an unfettered defense of the Saudi crown prince, littered with exclamation points over the killing of the Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi. But according to Bolton's book, the main goal of the missive was to take away attention from a story about Ivanka Trump using her personal email for government business. And here's the quote. "This will divert from Ivanka," Trump said, according to the book. "If I read the statement in person, that will take over the Ivanka thing."
That's right. Bolton says that Trump chose to personally defend Saudi Arabia's dictator over the murder of a journalist just to take attention away from Ivanka using a private email account for government business. And I'm sorry, but that's like lighting yourself on fire to distract from the fact that you farted. I mean, I get why Trump wanted to distract from Ivanka using a private email, aka pulling a Hillary Clinton. But if you just want to distract the media, there are way less horrifying ways to do it. You know, like maybe streak across the White House lawn, or eat a vegetable for the first time. Breaking news, the president has ingested a piece of broccoli. We'll bring you around-the-clock coverage as we wait to see how his body reacts. And I don't know about you, but I'll never be able to trust another Trump scandal again. Like, does he actually think Mexicans are rapists? Or was he just trying to distract from the mustard on his shirt? So I don't know. Selling out your credibility and abandoning America's ideals just to get your daughter out of a jam, that seems pretty awful to me. But on the other hand, I don't remember shit about Ivanka's email scandal. So hey, I guess it worked. So, just from the excerpts that we've seen, John Bolton's book has painted Trump as corrupt, dumb, and amoral. But my favorite thing that has come out of this book so far also showed us that Trump is like really weird.
As the Washington Post reported today, quote, in the months following the summit, Bolton described Trump's inordinate interest in Secretary of State Mike Pompeo delivering a Trump autographed copy of Elton John's Rocket Man on CD to Kim during Pompeo's follow-on visit to North Korea. Trump had used the term Little Rocket Man to criticize the North Korean leader, but subsequently tried to convince Kim that it was a term of affection. Getting this CD to Kim remained a high priority for several months.
Yep, you heard that right. The President of the United States obsessed with getting a CD to Kim Jong Un, like some teenager giving a mixtape to his crush.
You gotta listen to track 5. It reminds me of the time when you said you were gonna lose your nuclear weapons, but then you didn't. So tricky.